Thanks to video games, you probably picture the K98k as some kind of laser-guided legend in a Wehrmacht soldier's hands. Here's the problem, that's not what Germany built. They built a standard infantry rifle, nothing more. And then a handful of elite shooters, a few thousand scavenged Zeiss lenses, and one brutal winter war in Finland turned it into the most feared sniper weapon of World War II. By the time the guns went quiet, Germany had converted more K98ks into sniper rifles than any other nation fielded of any single design, over 130,000 of them. So was it actually that good, or did it just have a good marketing department and a few legendary shooters? Stick around because later I'll show you proof that one of cinema's most iconic sniper scenes is more historically accurate than almost anyone gives it credit for. If you're into military history, drop a like and follow so you don't lose this channel. Snipers proved their tactical value during World War I, and Germany was an early adopter, mounting scopes on its GUR-98 rifles with measurable battlefield success. Following the war, the Treaty of Versailles prohibited Germany from retaining that rifle in standard military service. Germany circumvented this by lightly modifying the design and reissuing it under a different designation, but it remained, fundamentally, a World War I-era rifle, and German command recognized it would not meet the demands of future conflict. In 1935, Mauser introduced the Karabiner 98k, 1,110 mm in length, 3.9 kg in weight, built around Mauser's established rotating bolt-action system. It offered stable performance, simple maintenance, and high accuracy, and was adopted as Germany's standard infantry rifle shortly after introduction. Notably, the K98k was not originally designed with sniper use in mind. German military planners anticipated that future warfare would be defined by mobile, mechanized operations rather than static positional fighting, the kind of conditions that had made World War I-style sniping effective. As a result, the initial K98k design included no scope mounting provisions. This changed following the Soviet invasion of Finland. Finnish snipers inflicted disproportionate losses on Soviet forces, demonstrating that sniping remained highly relevant even in a mobile war. German command responded by selecting high-accuracy K98k rifles from existing production and fitting them with optical sights. By the end of the war, Germany had produced over 130,000 K98k sniper conversions, primarily fitted with Zeiss optics, Germany having been a recognized leader in optical glass manufacturing at the time. The two most common scopes were the ZF-39, a 4x scope with bullet drop compensation but no windage adjustment, and the ZF-41, a lower power scope mounted forward of the receiver, more accurately classified as a designated marksman optic than a true sniper sight. Performance testing has indicated that a well-built K98k could achieve roughly a 70 mm grouping at 100 meters, a competitive figure among bolt-action rifles of the period. Trained snipers were capable of effective headshots at ranges up to 300 meters, with suppressive fire extending to approximately 1,000 meters. Now here's the part one promised you. If you've seen Enemy at the Gates, you remember the German sniper and you remember his rifle. Look at that scope again. Really look at it. It's too long. Too wide. Nothing like the standard 4x glass you see in every grainy wartime photo. For years, people online have waved it off. Just a sunshade, just a movie prop. They're wrong, and the proof is sitting in a black and white photograph that most people have never seen. A young soldier, barely out of his teens. A knight's cross around his neck, and well over 300 confirmed kills to his name, one of the deadliest snipers Germany ever produced. Mounted on his K98k, the same rare, oversized Zeiss optic. Not a prop department invention. Not a sunshade. The real thing, reserved for the deadliest shooters Germany had. High magnification scopes like that one weren't handed out. They went to a small circle of elite marksmen, which lines up perfectly with the film, since the German sniper character is written as an instructor at a sniper school. The exotic prop, people keep questioning, turns out to be one of the most historically accurate details in the entire movie. There's even a decent chance this is where Battle Royale games got the idea for their 8x scopes. Germany also developed a dedicated suppressor for the K98k, used in conjunction with specially designed subsonic ammunition, since a suppressor alone has minimal effect on a standard supersonic round. Combined, this setup reduced muzzle noise by approximately 75%, at the cost of reduced effective range, roughly 300 meters. This configuration was generally issued to special forces and snipers operating in concealment-dependent roles. Snipers also had access to specialized ammunition types, including armor-piercing rounds for engaging light cover and incendiary rounds intended to force enemy personnel out of structures rather than simply inflict casualties. Relative to its contemporaries, the K98k sniper variant compared favorably overall. It outperformed the Soviet Mauser Nagant in reliability while remaining comparable in accuracy. It was slower to fire than the British Lee Enfield but more accurate. Against the American M1903 Springfield, the two were roughly evenly matched. German optics generally held an advantage industry-wide, larger objective lenses, better light transmission and wider fields of view, while most other nations were still standardized on basic 3-4x scopes. So, precision king or just a solid rifle that got lucky with the right shooters and the right glass? The truth sits in between. Germany never set out to build a legend, but put elite marksmen, world-class optics, and a war that demanded both together, and a standard-issue infantry rifle becomes one anyway. If you watch it this far, you're clearly a real military history fan. I'd really appreciate a like and a follow. Content like this doesn't get a huge audience, so every bit of support actually matters. See you in the next one.